Hi everyone and welcome. In the previous video we have covered that how to read input register values of your Modbus serial device in the Python using PyModbus library. Now in this video we will see how to read input status value of Modbus serial device in the Python using PyModbus library. Okay, you can say input coil status, or you can say input status, or you can say discrete input. Everything is similar. Okay, and if you want to get the code or if you want to get the notebook for this video, then you can click here and you can download the notebook for your use. Okay, you will be redirected to the GitHub repository, and here you can download the notebook for your own use. Now let's open the Modsim software to start our Modbus simulator. Okay, so we are going to run the Modbus serial simulator using this open Modsim software, and right now you can see it is running and it is simulating the input register, and it is running on the COM1 with 9600 baud rate, data bits 8, parity none, and the stop bit 1. Now what is our agenda is to read input coil status. Okay, so we can change the Modbus point type in this software, so I can change it to input status. Okay, and I can turn on the first input status. Okay, now we can read this data in our Python code, and here is the notebook which we are going to use. So first of all, we have to install the library, which is PyModbus, if it is not installed in your system. So I'm going to install using pip install PyModbus, and if it is already installed in your system, then you will see the message like requirement already satisfied. After that, we have to import necessary functions in library. Now we are going to import the Modbus serial client from the PyModbus library to create our Modbus serial client, or you can say Modbus master. Okay, now here is the code to create Modbus master, or you can say Modbus client in the Python. Now we are going to use the method RTU. Okay, and we are going to connect on the COM2 port, as COM1 and the COM2 port is internally connected. So whatever data is available on the COM1, that will be available on the COM2. Okay, and each application can use only one COM port, so that's why I'm going to use OpenModSim to access COM1, and we are going to use Python to access the COM2 port. Now you can see the stop bit is 1, as you can see here, byte size 8, okay, parity none, and the baud rate is 9600. So all done. Now you can run this cell to create Modbus serial client, or you can say Modbus serial master, and this device will act as a Modbus slave device. Okay, or you can say Modbus server. Now we will check that Python is connected with this device or not. So for that, you can run this code client.connect, and if you get a true as a result, then Python is successfully connected with this Modbus serial device. Okay, and if you get a false as a result, then we have to troubleshoot here because we are not successfully connected with this Modbus serial device. Once you are connected, now the next task is to read the input status. So to read the input status, you can use this command client.read discrete inputs. Okay, because we are going to read the input status. Now here you have to pass the three parameter. First one is the starting address, which is 0. Number of input status we are going to read, and from which device we are going to read the number of input status. Okay, so that three thing we have to provide here. So starting address is 0, as you can see here I have provided 0. The count is 10. Okay, from 0 to 9, or you can say from 1 to 10 we are going to read, so that's why count is 10. And the slave id is 1, as you can see here I have used slave id 1 for this device, so I'm going to use the slave id 1 here. Okay, we can run it and we can print the result. So you can say very first is true, okay, and the 10th one is also true. Now if you use the count 10, then it will read 16 coil status, and if you use the count 8 or less than 8, then it will read 8 input status. Okay, so if I use the count 7, okay, then it will read 8. Okay, and if I use the count 10, then it will read 16 input status. Okay, it's a function of library. So if you want to print only 10 input status result, then you can use this result.bits in this way to print only first 10 input status. Okay, and if you are not using anything here, then it will print 16 input status directly in the output. Okay, so this is how you can use Python to read input status, or you can say input coil status of your Modbus serial device. So first of all, we have to import the necessary function and library. Then after, we are going to create Modbus master, or you can say Modbus client, with the necessary parameter like method, comport, stop bit, byte size, parity, and the baud rate. And then after, we are going to connect with our device. Okay, and if it is true, then we are successfully connected. And if we are successfully connected, then we can directly use this command client.read discrete inputs. Okay, and here we can pass the parameter that what we are going to read, and once you read it, you can print the result like this. Okay, and if you want to print only 10 result, then you can use the square bracket 1 to 10, and you can run it, and you will see only first 10 result. Okay, sorry, here you can use 0 to print first 10 result. Okay, so if you start with the 1, then index will be change. Okay, so that you have to take care of. So here, if you have use 0, then it will print first 10. If you use 1 here, then it will print only 9 input coils. Okay, so that thing you have to take care of. Okay, so I hope everything is clear in this, and if you still have any questions or any doubt in this, then you can always ping me on Telegram, Instagram, WhatsApp, anywhere. And if you want to download this Python notebook, then you can click here on the code button and you can download the Python notebook for your own purpose. Okay, so let's meet in the next video, and in the next video we will see how to read and write coil status of your Modbus serial device in the Python using PyModbus library. So instead of input status, if your Modbus serial device is having coil, okay, and if you want to read the coil status, or if you want to write something on the coil status, then how you can do that in the Python, that we are going to cover in the next video. So you can read the status as well, and you can also update the status from the Python. So let's meet in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.